points to do any of the other things. It was great.
I must have been out of the room when you guys decided to like flip all the destiny points. Because I came back and like, oh yeah, we flipped the.
I think that happened while I took a potty break. So
yeah,
for making
I
him
guess-
a real
I guess-
boy. I'm like, okay, cool, we flipped for favor. We're our destiny points team.
I guess
And we
Biddy
had
and
rolled a
Colonel
lot of
can't be
things, I
trusted
think.
in the same room together. That's my takeaway.
Also that.
Okay.
There
So-
was a lot of flavor flip for though. Can't deny
Yeah.
that.
It is recap time, and Colonel, what happened? What happened last session?
Oh god damn.
Just breaking out the notebook.
Well, we had a lot of fun at the gala, and there were a lot of different threads happening. Where's my notes? Okay, hold on.
Oh,
By the way, we're
just
live.
pulling our stuff together. Silk, I forgot to mention this during the last session in chat, but it's like I know what the other clone guy's in on. When you mentioned Phase 0, it was like, I like where this is going.
Yep. But if you ruin it, I will boot you. And
No, I'm just saying it was like cool. I see the reference. This is good.
Okay, let's see. Well, Champ got a data card from his contact, and it has some information on it about Marcana City and General Mock and Whisper, and there's a file number on there, but he hasn't like delved deeper into that yet. But he's involved with the cybernetics and the clones issue. We talked to Senator Bail Organa and Senator Garmbel Iblis from Corellia.
Iblis, yep.
We talked to Clem was waiting outside the party.
You guys saw some of the people. You recognize some of the people from his camp working the party as
they were working
like the wait
party.
staff.
Yeah, and he's a rebel weapons smuggler dude. And then I have Darth Vader ragdolling waiters.
Yep, there was an outburst where some of those let's say freedom fighters and not terrorists did some stuff.
And the worst part is he didn't even leave a tip.
No, he didn't tip. We
He
also
did ask to
saw
see the
Gilroy
manager.
and Punchy again, and Gilroy wants us to kill Dre in the race, and also thinks that we want to join his gang because we kind of let him believe that so that he wouldn't kill us, if I recall.
Yeah, you
Really
do.
much of an option.
The Black Sun is sort of like the mob. Like if you want to say no to them, you have to be very confident. Let's say. And
Well, we have confidence in space. That's not our issue. We don't have quite as much to back it up as we would maybe like. And we saw an amazing Wookiee singer, and Moff Elrond was there at the party, and he was an asshole who liked beer.
and he had a date that didn't seem to be super into him
Did
touching
not seem
her.
to be super into him or super able to depart in the manner she would like. So yeah.
And we did never figure out if she also liked beer or not.
It was unclear. She didn't look like she liked beer. She wasn't holding multiple things of beer or talking about beer, so it's unclear if she liked beer.
I'll give you the free guidance on this one. She does enjoy beer, but not the way he does.
She enjoys it in a normal way.
Yeah, like with friends and stuff. Like she drinks a good swill now and then, just like they do.
And that's kind of what I have in my notes.
Cool. Yeah, that's you pretty much covered most of the important stuff, and then we sort of wrap. And when you came back to the ship where you had dropped the speeder you bought, and Teal looked concerned and said, "We need to talk." So it's still the aftermath of the party. So it's around 7:30-ish at night. The crawl is in Look here. If you guys want to get yourselves in the mood, good and proper.
Get situated. The crawl.
Crawl.
The crawl.
How many different ways can we say the crawl? Crawl, crawl.
I like it.
I like it too. Okay. Am I on deck for crawl this week? Is that the...
Yep, you do the recap, you do the crawl.
Okay. Let me, get into character. Alright, I'm gonna click play in 3, 2, 1, click. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
That's so good.
So turn on.
Right?
There we go. I need to turn the volume so I can hear the music. Trouble in Tion. Session 6. The Hoovy Gam Classic. Race day is at hand. Across the city of Tingen, the locals and visitors gather in homes, cantinas, and seating areas to take in this year's Hoovy Gam Classic swoop contest. Not all is excitement. The din of the panic and chaos from the attack at the pre-race party yesterday has scrutinized the safety of holding the race, even with increased security measures. The sun rises and illuminates the star destroyers in orbit, now well inside the planetary ring. Governor Kincaid's addition of a disgraced ex-Imperial pilot to the field has drawn a lot of attention, and not all of it desirable. Bork, bork.
Yeah. Dog knows quality. Thank you, Colonel.
Thank
So,
you.
you guys are in the hangar outside Tila's ship. It's still the same VT-47 that you guys have been kind of slumming it on. She still looks concerned. And what are you guys doing?
All right, Tila. I know you're concerned, but listen, I got this race in the bag. It's not going to be an issue. What we really should be concerned about is coming up with a good racer name for me. I'm thinking like Tion Trouble Kid or something like that.
I actually do like that one. I had decided I was going to shoot, but good.
What?
Your mic cut out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jerby's eating the mic again.
Yeah. that didn't take long.
Yep.
All right, what part cut out?
Basically, as soon as Sherbert started talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I said, Champ said, I had decided to shoot down whatever you said, actually, but I do like that one. I second that.
The Tion, the Tion troublemaker?
Tion Trouble Kid. You know, kind of like a Old West feel to it.
I don't know what that means. Old West? Like, west of where?
Oh, west
like
of the
west. Oh.
Yeah, there's 4 cardinal directions in a 3D space. That's totally a thing.
Yep.
I appreciate Max
call yourself
bravado.
the rocket pony. Just be, just go out. Go straight with
just
it.
lean into it.
I actually like Rocket Pony also.
All right, I'll add it to the list. A little offensive, but it's fine, I guess.
It's like part of your, your mysterious past. That's what people are here for. Is the mystery.
If you own it, no one can use it to hurt you, you know?
Well, I mean, I can't own the pony. It's dead.
This is where Tila's going to just jump in and say, tell that to my classmate Stainer.
Ooh. Tell the story.
If you come inside, I will tell you about Stainer.
Yeah. Wow, Champ's in a good mood today. I don't know what that's about.
I guess Champ saw some violence in that.
Punchy didn't kill him.
Actually,
Got
yes,
some
that's correct.
violence
So he's
out
got
of him.
a good adrenaline rush in
It's
his
like
system.
coming out of a fight. He's top of his game.
Way
Well,
less grouchy than normal.
If I remember, some people were like super racist to you, and then probably got blown up. So
Yeah,
that's a win.
let's hope that happened. I didn't see specifically, but my headcanon says those racist assholes. Oh, and what about that guy that was sleazy? Did he blow up? Did we see if he blew up?
Oh, someone made a pass at me. That's right.
I'm sure he got blown up.
I think he was one of the
got blown
racers.
up.
You know, you could flip to know if the guy that was a sleazebag.
Nice try. Not gonna happen.
Trying to get us early.
I'm just saying, if that is a thing, you can introduce a fact as if it always was for the low price of one of those points.
Your Silk is assuming I even know where the points are.
They're in the middle of the table.
Cocky can't read.
I actually have the guy's name written down, but I can't understand what I wrote. So
Welcome to my notes.
I feel like you are becoming like the new lawyer of the group. You're like,
is that
I wrote it down.
advantage canceling out disadvantage if I have it written down, but I can't read it? Starts with an L.
Yeah, you get to roll. Instead of rolling a green and a purple, you now roll a yellow and a red. It's like it cancels out. It's like it steps up both ways. Yeah.
All
Okay.
Right.
So you guys gonna cruise onto the ship?
Sure.
I mean, if you want to hear the story of Stainer, you kind of gotta cruise inside.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Dana story. Lay it on me.
Okay, so you guys follow into the ship the same way you usually do, and you see another person with Tila. This is a Gank dressed in dirty coveralls. A Gank. The Ganks are sort of sentient robot. They're an interesting species. I threw a picture in the look here so you can kind of visualize. Chal, you actually recognize this person.
Okay.
This is Nash. He had worked with your brother. Like you don't know him well, but you like saw him come out of a meeting with your brother or something.
I'll go, oh, hey there. Good to see you. What are you doing here?
Well, I've been looking for you. You shot at the person I sent to help find you.
Oh yeah, help. That's kind of a generous way to put it.
Yeah, interesting verb choice.
Well, you're lucky you're not dead. When your camp in the swamp got blown up, we worried that you were amongst the dead.
Pretty tough to kill. So, is this a social visit, or can we get along with this?
His face kind of slinks. Ral was taken, and Nur has been looking for you.
Well, I think you're late to the party there. I know my brother's looking for me.
No, your brother was taken, and your father's been looking for you. I know it's a lot to take.
I know who my family members are.
Yeah, no, you are just distressed about
You're in
this
shock.
news. It confused you. That's fine.
Okay. So recap: my brother's taken. My dad's looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I go. Oh, what do you mean he's taken? Like taking where by who?
He's gonna kind of look over at Tila, who's just going to kind of throw her hands up and walk out of the ship. She's doing the very clear, I don't want to be involved in whatever bullshit this is kind of thing. You guys all have seen this look on people's faces before.
The I don't get paid enough for this look.
I think we've seen it a lot on Tila's face this far.
Yeah, she is a fan of plausible deniability.
Honestly, surprised she let us crash.
Yeah, I'm surprised she hasn't kicked us out yet.
She mentions this is all going on your tab, by the way, as she walks out. So he kind of he hands over a data pad with some logs from your brother's ship. Your brother has kind of like think of it like a bigger Astrovan that's a little bit nicer. So maybe like a Mercedes Sprinter van.
Okay.
And so normally your brother operates with a droid crew. It's less money that he has to pay in labor, and the droids don't really need brakes and stuff. So you get to look at this. Champ, roll me a 2 purple vigilance if you would.
My vigilance is pretty good. Okay. One success, one threat.
He looks concerned to see you. You think he might be uncomfortable with you being a clone. You're not sure why. You don't have any other context, but you sort of got the sense that he was giving you the side eye.
Champ's gonna give him a really big grin and not blink.
Okay. So while this is going on, so the data pad has some details. The logs that you can suss out, they're not encrypted or anything. They're basically like sort of like your family's company, like standard manifest. You know all this stuff. So he was leaving Hapes, and according to the logs, he was pulled out of hyperspace, where there wasn't anything on the logs. So the ship notes that something happened, and the ship that was closest reported an Imperial Navy signature. According to sort of like the automated co-pilot, the message that was received was your brother was under arrest for smuggling weapons. And there is give me a 2 purple computers if you want to see if you want to try to deal with some damaged data.
Okay. Computers. Pretty good. One success, one advantage.
Okay. So you're looking this over, and it also notes a unusual thing on the sensors. It noted no other like biological life forms around the ship when your brother was taken. So
on the ship or around the ship?
So the logs spell this out. The ship basically got pulled out of hyperspace, pulled into a docking bay, and in the area in the bay, it picked up no biological signatures besides your brother.
Interesting.
If you share this information, Mech may be able to provide some more information.
Okay, yeah, I kind of read it aloud as I'm kind of scanning it.
Mech, you are an Imperial Navy guy. You know this would be incredibly unlikely. The Empire doesn't really trust droids, at least not to do everything like what these logs are describing.
So I guess I'm kind of reading out loud and saying, no, other than my brother, no biological life forms detected. Is that like a automated stop or something? Is that how the Empire works?
Yeah, no, that's weird. There should not only be droids in there. The only reason I can think about whether to only be droids in there is if that space was currently not habitable for humans, like under repairs or something. But obviously, then your brother wouldn't be in there. So it's weird.
I glance at Nash. I'm like, what do you make of that?
I looked up what the location is there. I didn't see a planet or an object on the charts that would explain what was there.
So, like, in the coordinates, is that just dead space?
I'm not sure. It's along this. He's going to kind of gesture for the pad and pull up a map to sort of do the "let me show you as I'm talking" thing. So assuming you're okay handing it back over, he's going to sort of show a 3D map of space. So Hapes is a cluster near Tion. It's a little bit inward, but it's also a little bit off to the side of the main hyperspace shipping lanes. So you're maybe not like directly in the China to Long Beach in LA, but like you're up the coast or something. You're a little bit out of the way, but it's not like it's not unheard. It's not.
It's not in the middle of nowhere. It's like on a backcountry road, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. So
doing out there.
It's like, well, he's been working with the queen, or at least with her family on trying to expand trade.
Trade for who?
It's like hate. They're trying to lose their reputation and increase their influence. You get kind of the feeling that he's a little uncomfortable about this conversation.
I'll say, look, you can't, you know who I am, you know how I work. You can't offend me. If you need my help here, I need to know as much as you can tell me.
Okay, so business has been hard since the Empire. Your brother went to Hapes to try to finagle his way up to doing some shipping for them with the royal family. It's not all totally above board, but there's no way what he was doing should have drawn any attention. He wasn't moving weapons.
So even though that's what they booked him for, you're saying that's not what he was doing.
He's kind of gonna give you a weird wink. So like you see the cyber, you see like it looks like a droid's eye, but you swear it winks at you. If they're not assembled, they're not weapons.
It's the classic. Sprinkle some crack on them and let's go to lunch.
No. This is closer to think of like ghost guns in current parlance. So
yeah, it's like
he was shipping parts that you could turn into weapons, but they weren't intact, so he could be like, "Oh, this is just mechanical parts. I don't know what you're talking about."
I'll kind of muse and say, "Oh, I didn't realize Raw had it in him. Maybe he's picking up a thing or two from his little sister."
Things are bad. Your dad is, well, it's probably better if I don't tell you, but he'll reach out when he can.
Well, that's concerning. Has he had a change of heart? I'm very confused by his motivation here.
He needs you to help find your brother.
Well, I'll always talk to my dad. I guess I'll hear what he has to say. If you wanna get that booked, I'm willing to talk to him.
He nods and hands you a little you recognize it as a sort of like an equivalent of a burner phone. It's just like a thing you plug into a terminal and it'll let you receive messages. So you get the feeling you just kind of keep an eye on this. You'll get a message on it.
Cool. And I'll say, okay, maybe next time, don't send someone to talk to us after we just got in a fight because we're a little hair triggered sometimes. And if I knew he just wanted to talk, maybe that would have gone differently.
Well, Forlom owed me a favor, and I reached out, and he sent his associate. So I wasn't trying to do that, but like I said, when your camp in the swamp got blown up, I was real worried something bad would happen. So I'm glad you're still here.
Oh yeah, those lunatics set their whole place on fire. It was crazy.
Weirdest thing.
It was the darndest thing.
Well, I was not super excited to see you, to be honest, but thanks for the info. It's if my dad is acting in good faith, that is good to hear. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to leave. There's a lockdown coming. I feel, and if I can be off the world before whatever's happening tomorrow happens, so much the better for it.
Well, take care, and hope to see you again on better terms.
He nods and gives you kind of sort of slaps you in the arm with what looks like a large grinder. It's sort of it's a nice tool mounted where his hand would be. So he just kind of slaps you with it. You notice it's a very high quality cybernetic, even for Gank standards, who are mostly metal. This one's pretty nice. And so he's gonna leave. So he wanders out. After a moment, Tila wanders back in. I'm glad I didn't have to hear that.
Just family drama. You know how it goes.
Champ's gonna do kind of a head jerk at Tila to be like hey, I got something to talk to you about. It's kind of like
she's gonna just kind of gesture up. Upstairs from where you're at is the flight deck, so cockpit and stuff. So she's gonna kind of point up there and start walking that way.
Champ will follow.
I'm gonna step outside, and I know it's kind of a long shot, but I'm gonna see if I recognize any of the Star Destroyers and that I can see.
There are terminals that show if there's a NOTAM for pilots, anything you would need to know coming in or out of the system. So there's a board that may have that information. It's just kind of at the edge of the hangar.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can see what the fleet is under and who's commanding it, and if I recognize any of the ships and stuff like that.
Yep. It's going to be a 2 purple Streetwise or Warfare, your choice.
Okay, let's see which I'm better at. Streetwise or we'll take the Streetwise. One success, 3 advantage.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you find a basically an Imperial Edict defining the area of basically the no-fly area around a couple of ships, a couple of light cruisers, You see the Justicar and Undaunted.
Okay.
You know the captain of the Justicar. The other one you've never heard. The other one you've never heard of, but because of the size of the Imperial Navy, that's not unheard of.
I mean, the Imperial Navy's huge, so
Yeah. But the Justicar, you recognize it. You're pretty sure you know who the captain of that ship is. Let's see here. Give me a 3 purple warfare. Let's see if you can remember this.
be purple rule.
And you can have 2 boosts.
Oh, I did not think I was going to get that. 1 success, 3 threat.
Okay, so you kind of give yourself a mini headache. So take a strain. But you do.
Remembering is hard.
Actually, you're going to take 2 because you're going to remember who this is and why. You remember the captain of this ship, unless it's changed, is your academy classmate Mel, the woman from Corellia that you had shot your shot at with and got shot down.
Do you get some secondhand anxiety, anxious sweats going on?
Yeah.
No, well,
Maybe a little.
maybe a little.
Yeah.
That was the strain, I guess.
That was a stretch.
Yeah, so he's feeling some flop sweats and some anxiety about the girl he used to have a crush on being in charge of a Star Destroyer in orbit over his current planet. So while he's doing that, Champ and Tila are upstairs gonna have a conversation.
Yeah. Champ's gonna toss her the data card that he picked up.
Okay, Eorlax, Chal, you guys doing anything downstairs?
I was thinking about trying to go eavesdrop upstairs. Actually, I was curious what they were doing, but
Good pick.
Okay,
I think I need a minute to unpack my my event, so I'll just kind of sit on the couch and doom scroll through a Tion talk.
Facebook.
Yeah.
okay.
Tion
If you're going to try to eavesdrop, it's going to be a stealth against 2 red and 2 purple.
am I bad at that? Yeah, I'm pretty bad at that. 2 red, 2 purple. You said.
Mm-hmm. She's pretty good at perceiving things, so you know.
Red. Wow. Probably gonna be bad. 1 failure. Okay, that's it. Could have been worse.
You're pretty sure. Okay, you're pretty sure you're unnoticed.
I'm real stealthy. No one can hear these wings.
Beautiful. Okay.
As quiet as a hummingbird.
Yeah. No, he's pretty sure he is a fart in a sewer drain. Like he's sure he's the most hidden he could be.
I'm flitting like a titmouse out here, just flitting through the
So-
air like a nice little songbird.
I like the idea of Eorlax like hovering with the winds audibly flapping. So upstairs, Teal and Champ have to talk louder, like talking next to a fan or something. The mental image of that is, yeah.
Wow, your vents are really loud. You might want to get those checked out. Make sure your ventilation system
Clean a
is
filter or something.
Okay.
Jeez.
Sure.
Yeah, it sounds like it's
Yeah.
chugging.
Yeah, she's gonna roll her eyes. You said you handed her the card that Trix gave you.
Yes.
Okay, so she's going to look it over and then shove it into like a console that's sort of on the side of the cockpit. It looks sort of like a nice sort of HoloNet terminal. You've seen these in like bounty hunting offices, but usually a portable one like you would fit on a ship would be pretty expensive.
Okay.
So she sort of has like a portable research station, which is pretty sweet. You think it's pretty nice. So it runs. It pulls up a map of Mercana. Let me find my reference for Mercana. Okay, so you see a planet that looks like this. And look here.
Okay.
Champ, you have been there. You were there in the Clone War.
Okay.
This planet is kind of an irradiated hellhole, and it used to actually be pretty nice. So Mercana City is kind of like the only real city still left. There's other cities sort of around the planet. Many of them got bombed or turned into battlefields. So that's the stuff you remember from the war. If you would like to remember anything else, it's a 3 purple outer rim.
Okay.
But you can have a boost. You can have 2 boosts from Tila helping you.
Okay. Yeah, let's try to do my own brain juice. See how Champ's feeling today. 1 success, no advantage.
Okay.
I remembered a thing.
Good job. Yeah. So this is actually the city that's still left. The people that are still there tend to be insurgents or criminals. The Empire doesn't really have a lot of presence there because it's think of it like it's all slums. So there's not a lot of money. There's not really infrastructure. Think kind of like the favelas of Rio. Like it's not a great place to be.
Right.
You know that there is some kind of underworld there. The region is you think under one of the huts, but you're not totally sure. And yeah, that is what you know.
All right. Okay. Yeah, Champ's gonna lean over on the console or whatever and be like, what else is on here? Anything interesting? Anything useful?
She kind of shrugs. I mean, there's probably still plenty of weapons and junk from the Clone War.
Probably,
but
and not a lot of Imperial presence here for doing whatever antics. Antics? That's not a Champ word.
Yeah. She mentions Marcana's a lot like a Noat.
It's a lot like what?
She mentions another planet called a Noat. If you give me a 2 purple core worlds, you might know the world she's talking about.
Nope.
Okay. So you think about it. It maybe sounds familiar, but you're not coming up with anything. She just kind of frowns. Don't worry about it.
Champ shrugs.
So, I guess that's where you guys are going after the race. She kind of is asking like a question, like maybe you're going to keep doing things for me.
Yeah, Champ will shrug and be like, I guess so, although it sounds like also there's some family business that we'll be attending to along the way.
She kind of does the like fingers and ears. I don't want to know. It's better that way.
Outside your purview there?
Something like that.
All right. Well, do you want to hold on to this, or do you want me to hold on to it? I don't know. The intel is kind of more your department than mine.
She taps a couple buttons, and you see a thing on the screen that basically says, "I've cloned the information," and like it's sort of like taking a you see basically the Star Wars computer version of like the file being dragged over in Windows, except it's got
the copy pasta.
Yeah. You notice Clippy in this universe is actually the meatball from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I see that you're copying some sensitive files. Can I help you with that?
Yep.
You got to do the Meatwad voice.
Oh, God.
I cannot do the Meatwad voice. I'm not stoned enough to try that one. So okay, well, she's gonna kind of lean in and be like, is he gonna survive? Should I, start making plans for, a funeral pyre for your friend?
Which friend? Oh, Mech? Just gonna laugh. Honestly, I have no idea. It's been a pretty good run with the kid. I don't know. It's if you feel like cleaning up, you might not need to burn anything. He might just take care of that himself. Champ's pretty entertained by this whole thing. He's like, I don't know. He says he's a good pilot, so maybe maybe he won't die in a fireball. We'll see.
She shrugs. It'd be a shame. He's kind of cute.
Champ's gonna give her a really weird look, like, have you seen the man's flop sweat? Like he's sweated at you before, hasn't he? Like it's kind of a lot.
She does kind of like the nose. She does like the nose, like smelling something thing. She's like, oh yeah, he's still flop sweating in my direction. It's endearing. You can tell she's kind of like bullshitting, but also you're not totally sure that it's all bullshit.
It's gonna shrug and be like, whatever floats your boat, but seems kind of moist to me. But no shame, I guess.
Well, I took a look at the. I guess you could charitably call it a speeder.
Yeah, the crotch rocket that he picked up.
Yeah, you might want to. You might want to think about, not trying to race on that. It's not good.
Yeah, I mean, he bought it. It's his. I don't know. There's not exactly a lot of time before the race. You don't happen to know any place where we could like take it in to get some modifications or something for it? Make it not a total pile of garbage?
That's a thing you could ask. That's a thing you could ask for. I'm just finally updating my Twitch to have the actual correct stream title because apparently OBS did not do it. There you go. I think I've got it fixed, or it's as close as it's going to get fixed too. So, you want to give me one of those destiny points?
Sure.
Okay. So, she mentions a place called Valens. She kind of looks at the chrono. He might be still open. If he's in his garage, he'll probably see you. But you guys got back pretty late, and it's the night before the race, so it's not a lot of time to do big work.
Yeah, it's almost as if this whole thing was just kind of a spur in the moment, spontaneous, adrenaline fueled daydream and not actually a real plan.
She smiles. I've worked with a group before. You get the impression that this is her being like, yeah, I've worked with idiots too. It's fine.
Champ's gonna nod and like just do kind of a, slap the table and be like, all right, well, we're gonna roll out then. Thank you for the pointers, and we'll be back later if if anything else comes up.
And she's going to just mention to Eorlax, you could have just come up, acting like I don't already have surveillance on the ship to know where people are. Like she seems a little annoyed that you thought she was that stupid.
Yeah, well, I heard you call me an idiot. That was very hurtful, Tila. I think you apologize for that.
I'm a sensitive guy,
Yes.
I'm sensitive in more ways than just the Force.
So, yeah. So she's gonna go back. So she goes down. She goes downstairs.
They're very fickle and finicky. You can't hurt their feelings, and they get all scrambled.
What? Just
anyway, sorry about it. We're even.
I mean, I don't feel things.
I mean, I can't be thick-skinned. I got a carapace.
I don't even have skin. What are you talking about? I have no skin.
Skin something other people have.
Oh my god.
I love I have a specific set of plans, and they all involve grenades. That's some high quality.
That's good. Listing. Yeah, Kiefer's on it with the memeing.
He's gonna get if he ever joins the game and makes like a one-off character, I'm just gonna give him bonus XP for the memes because that's great.
Nice.
Okay, so what's everyone else doing? Mac, were you doing anything else besides looking up who was in orbit?
I think that was the main thing I was doing while the conversation was happening.
Okay. Chal's still processing.
Did I get away to contact Nash, or did he just peace out? Or do I have his number on like the petty company or something?
You know how to get in touch with him through your family's like company, but you don't like have his cell phone number.
Oh, how many points do I need to flip to have his number?
At least 2.
All right, I'll flip 2 to have said to retcon when he was leaving. Oh, hey, how do I get in touch with you if I need to talk?
So he when he hands you the device, you notice that a number and a picture of him is programmed in.
Okay.
So you have a way to contact him.
Okay. So after pondering on the couch for a couple minutes, I shoot him a text that says, "Have you heard from my sister?" Because I do have a note from the last session about involving my sister.
Yeah.
So I shoot that text, and that's what I do.
Okay. You're not going to get anything right away.
Okay, that's fine.
Because he is doing stuff. And all right.
That's fine. I'll give you time to think about it.
Is anyone else doing anything before going to bed? Like maybe spend some time looking at the speeder.
Yeah, I mean, Champ will come downstairs and mention to Meg, hey, so if you wanted to try to soup up your tricycle, Tila mentioned a place we could take it.
I mean, I already have a full and complete faith in my abilities, but with a little extra help.
I actually chime up at this. Like, yeah, so, hey, pal, I was thinking maybe there's something I could do to the bike to give you a little boost.
Does it involve grenades?
You want to play flames on the side of it?
It most certainly does.
Alan.
It most certainly does involve grenades. All right, DM, can I expend my improvised explosive ability for this session to install like a
Nitro.
Like a nitro, like one-time use, like a one-time use nitro boost or something, like a one-time use deal.
It's a 50-50 chance of being a car bomb or a nitro.
That is a risk that I'm willing for Mech to take.
Excellent. I appreciate the confidence, and yes, I will take a destiny point, but you may roll your improvised explosive check, and the outcome of that roll will determine what the roll would be to integrate it into the bike.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's a 3 purple.
Can I somehow assist with this, or am I don't know if I know enough about this.
I'm going to go ahead. It's going to be 2 purple and a red. I flipped a point back.
Okay.
Because you don't have access to the non-dairy creamer that you normally use to make explosives, so
I know. Don't need to keep reminding me.
So that's why there's the red, because you don't feel quite as confident with using other ingredients. Yep, 2 purple and a red.
All right, and then so it's a mechanics or mechanics. Okay, so my mechanics is. And is Biddy able to help this roll anything?
He can give you some encouraging shoulder rubs for a blue. But it's only 1 blue. That's my
Okay. A little invasive, but I'll allow it just because he's doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, there you go. Loosen you up. Twist those knobs better, or whatever you do with that stuff. Just try not to kill us in the process, please.
All right, if you could do that without talking about twisting my knobs, that'd be great. All right, here we go.
No innuendo intended, honey. My apologies. My species doesn't even have knobs.
1 success, 2 threat, 1 triumph.
Okay, so take 2 strain. You are feeling very anxious about not using a pumpkin spice non-dairy creamer. Mm-hmm. So you're not totally sure it'll work. Like, you're pretty sure, but also, you wanted extra pumpkin spice, but like the real one. This is sort of like the great
Can I
value.
Ray's spice cabinet and put in like cinnamon at least.
When she saw what you were doing, she locked one particular cabinet and said, "Keep out of my stuff," and went back into her office.
Do not touch my stuff.
Oh, that's my calling card, though. Oh well. Well, Beck, I'm reasonably confident this will give you a. Actually, I guess DM. That's up to DM. So I did my best to do something. So the rest is up to.
You can say you're reasonably.
So what?
Regardless of.
I mean, this thing's on a toggle, right? Like, I gotta choose when and if.
Well, so with your success and your triumph, you have created either one incredibly good dose of boost, or you've made 3 smaller little things, like little shots that maybe aren't quite as potent, but you made a couple of them, so you could have like a couple of instead of getting like the 1 big mushroom in Mario Kart, you get 3 little mushrooms.
Yeah, I was just thinking Mario Kart analogy. I was like, instead of 1 golden mushroom, you could also have 3 red mushrooms.
All right.
Yeah. Either got the booster logs from Back to the Future 3, or you've got the Dragon's Breath thing on Hagrid's bicycle or motorbike in the last Harry Potter movie.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. I tell him that. It's like, so either I'll modulate it, so it's up to you if you want to use it all in one go. That should get you a pretty good boost, or if you need 3 little scoots, you can do that too. So it's either or.
Chal, you're a good friend, Chal.
Oh.
And Mac's gonna kind of go in for an awkward hug, but stop at the last second and
it's okay. Bring it in. It's okay.
Oh, all right.
Only because you're letting me blow something up. I mean, make you go fast.
Yeah,
make you go fast.
All right. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this hug anymore.
Yeah. Rich rolls by and beeps and whistles, like this is awkward, and I'm going to make tea elsewhere. He was waiting to see if he could offer some tea, but he feels a little uncomfortable, so he rolls out.
Oh, hey, Rich, you want to be my co-pilot?
His bleeps and blurts suggest no, he does not want to ride on the swoop. He has seen the swoop, and he has self-preservation instincts.
My programming forbids me from killing myself.
Yeah.
In a suicide mission.
Man, rough audience.
Okay, so now if you want to integrate, if you want to take a look at the bike, it's going to be it was going to be 2 reds and 2 purples, but you got a triumph, so let's make it just 4 purples mechanics. And you can, and if Rich helps you, you get 2 blues.
Sorry, who was that directed to?
Chal.
Oh, what am I doing? I thought I did the installation.
That was to make the explosive. Now this is the actually integrating it to the bike.
Oh, first I make the thing and I put the thing in the thing. Okay.
Yeah, because what you made is not a thing that's not that should be officially running into this.
Okay.
So
Can
it's
you repeat the
mechanic
challenge again?
Yep, 4 purple, and you get 2 blues for Rich helping you.
Okay.
He's going to give you tea, and the tea is going to be very good.
I'll take chai tea. Chai tea
is a specialist.
I'll take chai tea very reluctantly, as long as it has bantha milk creamer.
It has, in fact, bantha milk creamer.
Amazing.
It's pretty good.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's go. That's another triumph. 4 success, 1 triumph.
Okay. You are able to pretty easily fit this in. You find a couple of scraps laying around, like parts that were used on this machine at one point that they got disconnected, but they never took them off because they didn't want to cut the chassis or something. You didn't really get it, but it seemed like someone sort of was just duct taping parts on. So you find a couple parts on there, and you're able to reuse some stuff and rig up a nice, easy button. Mech now, as an incidental, can press a button. And if he holds it down, it will go as 1 shot. Or if he taps it, it will just give him the 3 different shots of boost.
Excellent.
So
basically, it gives you a +1 speed for that turn. I was going to offer a suggestion for a triumph.
Okay.
While you're doing this work, you notice there is an alluvial stress fault in the linkage. And you notice that just from the parts there, there's actually nothing wrong with it. It just, they installed it improperly. So you are able to fix this. And know that doing so will, in fact, remove the alluvial stress fault and up the handling by 2.
Nice.
Awesome. And this all tracks with the fanfic I wrote earlier, so I guess that's what I do all night.
Okay. Congratulations, your swoop is now in better shape than it ever has been, or at least since for some time. You can tell this thing's been pretty beat to hell by think of the people that you see in traffic on motorcycles wearing a backwards Monster Energy hat, flip-flops, doing wheelies for some reason, frequently shirtless.
As I finish up, I throw an oily rag on my shoulder and I go to Mech and I say, so this might be one of my finest pieces of work, if I'm not mistaken. And I pull out a little bit of grease on my finger. So what do you want to call this bad boy? And I'll be ready to write the name on it.
The Tion track star. And he does a big swoop with his hand. imagining it written across.
Oh, okay. Final answer?
I mean, I'm open to ideas.
It's your bike. No judgment. Just, that's a lot to write with a finger, but I'll do it.
It sounds like you had a thought there.
No, it's up to you. Just Tion track okay.
If you're going with that as the name, you get an extra destiny point for a thing.
Ooh.
All right, so Chal was thinking it would be a shorter word, but she spends a few minutes straining her finger to carve Tion track star into the chassis.
Chal, it'll be an honor to race this thing. Thank you for the help.
Okay. Anyone that walks by, make a single purple perception.
Yeah.
Any of us that goes by?
Yep.
Okay.
Single purple.
Yep.
Two successes from Champ.
Okay.
1 success, 2 threats, 1 triumph.
Oh my.
Okay.
Whatever that's worth.
You had a complicated experience.
Pretty
on
good
that
perception.
drive-by.
Okay. Well, if you succeed on this roll, you notice that it looks kind of shitty. The writing is really hard to read, and it actually sort of looks like a word for toilet.
It looks like a what?
It looks like the word toilet. And let's say the fact that it was written in Greece is not helping its case. It's kind of got some ugly brown streaks.
Turns out Chal's a great mechanic, but she has terrible handwriting.
Yep.
Doctor's handwriting.
Yeah.
If you had a triumph and you had a strain, take the strain off. But there's not. I don't have anything special for this. You just note it.
I just triumphantly noticed that it looks like toilet.
Or you can stow a boost for a future check.
You have a chuckle.
Stay in your lane, Chal.
Okay. So, anything else? You're going to be up all night with Rich. So your strain will not resolve until you get to rest. But you otherwise are okay. Everyone else go to sleep.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, a thing's going to happen while y'all are asleep. Biddy, you have a vision of a person. It's a person sitting in what appears to be a dark, rocky cave. You know that feeling when you walk into a room that's super dry and you can kind of feel the static in the air? Like you've dragged your feet. Yeah. You feel a really strong version of that. There's not a lot of light around, but in front of you, you see a humanoid figure with long hair, sitting in fairly simple clothes, like not like a monk or anything, but think kind of like equivalent of just like blue jeans and a t-shirt. Like they look very generic, very unremarkable. You also don't quite recognize the style, though you're not sure why. So you see a figure in front of you.
Do I recognize him? Can I check if I recognize this person?
You have never seen them before in your life. And they speak.
You've made yourself available to me.
Whoa.
Good evening. Whose acquaintance do I have the pleasure of making this fine night?
You can call me Sage.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Sage. I suppose I am making myself available to you. What can I do for you there, great sage and mighty wise one?
Well, I've reached a point where I need to seek help, and I'm hoping you can help me.
Certainly do whatever I can. Although if someone with as much great mighty presence as yourself needs help, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to do for you.
These
You see a smile. You see kind of a wry smile. You're not entirely sure what species this is. This is like the most androgynous like humanoid figure you maybe have seen. So think crap. I'm drawing blanks on actors' names. I don't know. The chick with the red hair that's kind of super pale that's in everything. That's fine. Anyway, so that stands out.
I'm unfortunately stuck on an asteroid, and I need to get off.
Sorry.
Oh, it's a liquid.
Yeah. You kind of cut out for a second. I heard him, unfortunately.
It did a thing, so.
Yeah, nice.
I'll watch the VOD later.
Okay, well, someone can clip that now.
Well, I guess I can help you out with that, I suppose. Well, all right. What do we got going on over here?
What's going on under the hood here?
What do we got?
Yeah. You understood. You definitely didn't mishear that. You know that this voice told you they're on an asteroid and seem to be stuck. Thank you, Moskaw. That is who I was thinking of.
Tilda Swinton.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Are you on an asteroid or the asteroid?
There's only one that you need to be concerned with. It's the one you're thinking of. Ask your friend.
Yes! We're going to the asteroid!
All right. Well, I've always wanted to visit the asteroid, Your Majesty, or whatever your title is. So this will be a great little team hijinks adventure while I save you from your confinement in your eternal prison or whatever. I'm sure you weren't put there for any good reason. Yeah, so that sounds good.
Who says I'm in prison?
Oh no, I was just deducing something. How'd you wind up on the asteroid?
This is my home.
Oh, okay. Why do you want to leave if it's your home? You just feel like getting out or something?
It's time.
Okay, all right. Good enough for me. Well, yeah, I think I can help you out with that, mighty sir. What any particular tips or precautions I should be taking to get you out of there? Any big bad aliens or anything I got to worry about?
You don't.
Sorry, I have to keep remembering to toggle my voice changer. You don't recognize. You don't like hear anything. But in your mind, you see a shop. You've walked by it in town, and you feel sort of yourself having almost like an out of body experience as you enter the shop. Go left, and then there's sort of like a shelf with sort of like odds and ends. You take it in and notice it's sort of like a antiques or Goodwill type place. Like it's like a consignment, kind of like low end stuff.
Okay, and I'm envisioning taking it left in that shop.
Yep, and you see a what appears to be a metal and glass triangle.
Metal and glass triangle. Okay.
Yep, it's a little thing. It looks they're pretty small. It will look like let me throw it in to look here. It looks like that, only it's more of a copper and green.
Okay. So I take mental note of that. I'm still here with the sage. Can I ask him more questions, or is he giving me other pieces of information?
Just kind of you can sense this person sort of standing with you now.
You'll need that.
Right.
What should I do with that with the pyramid when I get it?
Keep it. You'll understand in time.
Excellent. Your wise counsel, sir. Thank you for that. Or madam, or whatever. Never addressed a great sage before. Hope I'm doing it right.
I should have asked for pronouns.
Yeah, I forgot to ask for pronouns. Sorry about that.
Sage just goes by Sage.
Okay. Makes it easy, I suppose. Easy to remember that. All right, Sage, your sageness. What other wisdom do you have to impart upon me, great sir? Sage. Sorry, still learning the pronouns.
You look at this person's hands coming up, and coming out of their fingertips, you see green energy. It sort of. Oh yeah, sorry.
I was just going with it. I didn't actually notice. I was like, "Yeah, I'm just in it, man."
He
Like,
just narrates his actions.
this
Yeah,
is just
no,
silk now.
Yeah, definitely. So you see green energy coming out. It sort of looks like a really unnatural kind of lightning mixed with, but it flows more like a river. You're not really sure how this is possible, but it whips around you, and you can feel crackling and sort of heat around you. Like basically, like you're sort of standing inside the middle of like a fire that's, but you're still cool. Yeah.
Very nice.
So,
I guess I'm appreciating that.
I can teach you this in time.
I like the sound of that.
Good. Find me when you're ready.
With that, you wake up. You are back in the bunk. You remember very clearly everything that happened, and now you are FR3. So, thank you. Yes. Ray stays here. You guys know Mech has to be there by 10. It's about 8:30 by the time everyone's all up. What's everyone doing?
Mick made breakfast.
Ooh,
I'm passed out outside, kind of slumped over the speeder. I spent all night working on it.
Well, there wasn't a lot of options hanging around the ship, but I did find cans of beans and some barbecue sauce. So it's an old Mech special, some baked beans for breakfast.
I'll relay the story of my dream to the group. Particularly, I imagine the Mech will want to hear about the asteroid. I'm sure.
Oh.
Eorlax, you feel something in Mech that you sort of thought maybe you'd noticed, like think of it like maybe you notice someone smells a little different, or like their hair is a little different. Like something stands out about mech to you.
I noticed that musk before. What are you wearing these days? What kind of cologne or whatever pheromones your species uses?
Eorlax, today, that pheromone is confidence.
Oh yeah, I can smell that too. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure the rocket pony's gonna carry you to victory, buddy.
That smell is actually not confidence; it's flop sweat. I just flipped a point to get my flavor.
I think that's actually just beans.
I think Champ's gonna skip breakfast and get a burrito on the way or something.
It's like, yeah, guys, we have money. Like,
there are Ronto wraps available for 4 credits. Yeah, you can literally just go get a Ronto wrap for like 4 credits.
Yeah, we got almost 1,000 credits from the thing we picked up last time. Well,
yeah,
it's worth 1,000 credits. I guess we haven't hawked it yet. But sure, we can just eat beans.
Weird that you're mentioning the asteroid. I don't even really know if we named it. It was just a place that we kind of would like fuck around with back when we were cadets, and it'd sort of be a place when maybe you had some time off, but you couldn't make it all the way home. Sort of old drinking. Well, I can't even imagine anyone really living there. Really weird.
Mac, you remember that this place at one point was like a mining operation a long time ago, like the old like pretty far back in the Old Republic.
Yeah, we used to go spelunking there occasionally, and it was fun, but the place was empty.
Yeah, well, if there's a powerful force sage there, he probably concealed himself pretty easily from, a couple of drunk cadets, I would have to imagine.
Mac, you had heard a story that it was haunted at one point.
One of those like almost a rite of passage things. Oh, you got to go to the asteroid and go spelunking. It's haunted.
Yeah, you have heard something to that effect about the asteroid.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have to dig a little bit back in the memory banks to even remember where the damn thing is. It's not that far away from the academy proper that I went to. There'll still be a flight away from here, though.
You guys also do not have a ship of your
own. One problem at a time.
Yeah.
I love that the DM keeps like giving us hints about like, so remember, if you ever want to get off this rock that I thought we would spend 1.5 sessions on, you are gonna need a ship. And we're like, nope, we're good.
No, none of 3 sessions on this rock.
I mean, there's more on this planet that exists. It's totally not something that I'm just going to make up on the fly. like Zabrak Guy Fieri. No way.
No, it's fine. It's all part of the plan.
You know what? Could have fooled me.
It's not.
I guess you did fool me now that I think about it. But.
It's wet. Oh my
god. Okay. Were you planning on stopping by the shop that Teal had mentioned before? As soon as they opened, to see if there's any other stuff you get for the swoop. You guys going sightseeing? Just heading over the track. What's the game plan?
I guess I'll poke quickly into the shop and just be like, hey, I'm probably not the only one poking in this shop right now, but I'm in the race. Might have heard me, Mech Hamster. I'm just looking for any last minute little soup ups you got around here. I show him the speeder.
Yeah, and I will be very defensive about any criticisms of the speeder at this point.
He sort of walks outside to look at the swoop. He's kind of looks impressed. He looks at Mech and scoffs. He goes, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, probably all the promotional material they printed out for me on the race. Mech Hamster, best pilot in this race. I think I've seen posters around here.
He kind of like looks at you for a minute. No, you were the guy from Corson, the pony. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good luck, pal.
Oh, god damn it. Does everybody know now?
Mostly, yeah. It's funnier that way.
Well, you did talk to the governor to get in the race, and now your face is kind of out there, and rumors spread. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of walked into it, pal.
I mean, I'm kind of imagining that the governor.
Or I guess you kind of
probably,
flew your ship into it, but
he's
to be
like,
more
oh,
realistic.
yeah, I'll put
So-
the pony guy in the race. It'll be great.
So, what are you guys looking for? Are you looking for something to make it faster, handle better, some kind of cool cosmetics that will make Mech feel spicy with, you know, like the card to put in the spokes of his bicycle? What are we looking for?
Probably something to make it faster, because at least the impression that I got is that this thing is pretty slow.
Yeah, it's one of the slower ones in the race.
I'll kind of, while we're browsing, I'll go up to the guy and be like, so, you know, always nice to upgrade our ride, of course, but do you have anything on the down low, you know, that could make other people's cars a little less good? Wink, wink. Anything,
me-
attachments that, you know, people wouldn't want to come so close to us, or maybe they get banged up a bit? Wink, wink.
Are you saying wink wink? Because I'll give you a boost if you're saying wink wink.
I'm saying,
As you do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 2 reds and a purple streetwise, and you have 2 boosts for the wink wink, because that's hilarious.
A wink, wink, streetwise. Don't date. Okay. Two success.
Holy shit! Okay, yeah. He starts laughing and gives you a big smile. You know what? I like your sass. It's cute. You know, if I wasn't married, he kind of gives you like the playful, like, I'm going to be playfully flirting, but you can tell he's not actually interested. He's just being friendly. But he seems excited.
Good-natured.
He kind of walks over to a shelf that's that's in the back behind the employee's door, and he kind of gives you the come hither finger.
I'll motion Mech over too.
All right.
What?
He's gonna show us his valuable parts back here.
Zip.
So
Damn it.
No, he said wholesome.
He's a married man.
This is what it's like to be a woman. No.
yeah. So you look on the shelf, and you see a mechanical device. It looks like there's a power cell, a hinge, and a long rod. You're not totally sure what's going on here. The rod seems to be able to swing on the hinge, and the power cell is hooked to that hinge. It's about it's like 5 feet long. It's pretty long. Like, you recognize it as something that would probably go on a vehicle.
Okay. What can you tell me about this part?
He kind of looks at you and looks a little disappointed. Like, if you're the one that picks up the bike out there, you should be able to tell me.
Just talking shop. You know how it is. Of course, I know what it does, but
make me a 3 purple mechanics.
of course I know what this is. Oh wait, not that.
Actually, make it 2 purple and a red.
Challenge accepted. Three failures.
Ooh, yeah, the street can't
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you are not sure what this is. You think it's cosmetic, probably.
Well, of course I know what it is. Question is if mech is this kind of thing you're looking for, like we talked about back at the base camp. Wink, wink.
Mac, if you want to make a 3 purple mechanics with a boost, you may.
3 mechanics with a... Unsurprisingly, Mech's mechanics is not that good. Zero success, 1 threat.
You're pretty sure it has a function. You're just not sure what it is. You recognize the power connector as something that would go onto a motorcycle. You just don't know what it does.
First of all, Chal, I think it's adorable that you say "wink, wink" out loud. And secondly, I have full and complete faith in your ability and your competency, and I trust you wholly.
Well, naturally, of course. I'm the head mechanic over at Team Mech. Team Mech headquarters. We'll be expanding shortly. Yes, sir. We'll take one. That looks perfect, and we have the module chassis, the one right for it. So yeah, that's a great pick.
Yeah, Valen's gonna kind of look at you and go, "Okay, 1,400 should cover it."
Oh. I'm not the best negotiator.
Whoever's there can negotiate.
I can try to negotiate it down.
Please.
I don't know anything about these parts though. Like how should I talk smack about the part or what should I'm trying to think.
Yes, if you act like a slimy salesman, you don't need to know shit about what you're selling.
Yeah, you could literally just walk in and be like, "Look, man, we know these parts aren't exactly flying off the shelf. You should just clear it off, because you got merchandise that ain't moving. It's taking up space,
It's
whatever."
taking up inventory space. These things everybody's got a million of these things in stock. I know what your competitors got. They got a million of these things. They're a dime a dozen. You can sell it to us for half of that if you wanted to. You're ripping us off here, buddy. I see what you're doing.
Is that what you're going with for your approach?
Well, look, I'm a reasonable man. We can make a deal here, but come on, you can do better than that, buddy.
Okay, make a negotiation against a red and 2 purples. And
red
have
and 2 purples, you say?
Yep, and you get a boost because he likes Chal.
Nice. Red and 2 purples. And I actually have I add my force dice, or I can add pips on my force roll to negotiation because of whatever it's called. So I need some more force dice. Let me roll the negotiation check first, I guess. 1 failure, 1 threat, although I can potentially fix that. Let's see. So I think I can spend black pips, but I have to take whatever it is.
You give me a destiny point, and you take 2 strain per pip, and you get conflict.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, conflict. That's right. Okay, well, I'll spend a white pip and 1 black pip to make it a success and a threat instead of a failure and a threat. So I take 4 strain and a conflict.
Yep. You're gonna take 3 conflict.
Okay. And I have to flip a destiny point, which I haven't done yet.
Yep. Give me that. This is this feels very contrary to the party's stated goal of only flip for flavor.
Flipping for mechanics? What?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, this is flavor-based mechanics, though, so I think we'll allow it.
It's true.
This is
so he kind of nods and he's like, "All right, 1,000 credits, and if your guy survives the race, and he can mention us and maybe send some sucker tourists our way.
Sure, you got any bumper stickers? I'll slap one right on it.
Oh, that's a great idea. We got sponsorships.
He doesn't. I flipped for flavor. He in fact has as many bumper stickers as you are interested in.
We can cover.
Oh yeah, I'm grabbing a stack.
Helmet, his jacket, his bike.
Mech doesn't have a helmet unless you guys.
Oh god, we need to get Mech a helmet.
Does Mech want a helmet?
Do they have helmets for sale here?
All right, I'll foot the module, but I'm not buying a helmet. That's up to Mech.
They do sell helmets. There is a small rack of them. You can tell they're not what you would want to use for a professional race. They're more of like what you would put like your 5-year-old in if they were going to ride their bike down the street.
Well, it's better than nothing.
All right. So how much was the module?
It's 1,000 credits.
Okay, noted.
Is this the store that has the pyramid that I'm looking for, or is this a different store?
This is a different place. Okay. You walked by that store, but it is sort of back on the way if you guys are going towards the towards like the stadium where the racetrack goes through.
Yeah, well, let's stop by, I suppose. Not forget my pyramid. But yeah, if you need me to pitch in for the bike, I got some credits. So.
I can foot.
Credits over here.
I can foot the module since you helped with. You're my wingman for the negotiating.
If Mech wants a racing helmet, it's 150 credits, but he can find one that would actually be safe to use.
Okay, I will note that. I don't have many credits yet, but I probably should have a helmet. Especially because I've got a Chal rocket strapped to my speeder.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You don't trust me, huh?
I spent all night making this explosive. I mean, rocket nice for you.
I'll trust it to make me go very fast, Chal.
Well, it will certainly do that.
Also, as part of the Triumph, you've made this install not be readily apparent to anyone who doesn't know to look for it. That's
fantastic.
So, yeah, the shopkeeper didn't even notice when he looked it over.
Great.
Okay, so you guys bought the module and a helmet. It's now getting to the time where you guys should probably head over. Mech has to get checked in. You guys can
module en route.
You would need to basically ride over there and then install it. Do you have tools?
I don't know. I mean, I figured I would for my character, but I just don't know if it's like on my character sheet.
Would you like to give me a destiny point to just have the connector be a USB plug so it just kind of clicks in place?
Absolutely.
Flipping for flavor.
Flip for flavor.
Actually, no, that's a practical thing. Otherwise, it was going to be a very hard rule for you to make. But I didn't want to.
For flavor, it Bluetooths into it. You just slap it on the hood.
Yeah, you basically look at the bike and you immediately realize it's supposed to mount basically under the seat, and sort of and the tube kind of hangs out, flips through like a spot in the chassis to either side. This is basically like a metal broom handle on a hinge that can fly out and whack the riders on the sides of you.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it has a little like primitive computer that looks to see if there's a racer next to you, and under certain conditions it will whack.
Hey, so you know what? As they say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. I'm sure that's the law of the land around here.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. I say.
Just on the way, to remind you guys, Kilroy did mention something about a certain racer not winning, so maybe that'll help if that's the case.
I think he mentioned something about a certain racer being dead. And that racer mentioned something about us saving his girlfriend, which I guess we actually kind of forgot about, didn't we? Huh?
Well, they
She's probably dead at this point. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
you guys took her, and then I'm not.
You guys still
saying
don't know where Yada is.
Not saying we kill him, but if that's what Meg wants to do, that may be a way to do it.
Meg is not paying attention at this point. He's like getting into the zone. He's method acting, but getting ready to drive it instead.
Okay. So we're heading over towards the stands. Biddy, were you gonna stop by the shop?
Yeah, swinging by the Goodwill, whatever you want to call it, resale shop.
Goodwill.
Pawn shop. Well, I think Silk described it as being like a Goodwill.
Yeah, it's sort of like a consignment shop. Think like kind of like maybe more like an antique store than like a Goodwill. It's kind of like knickknacks. Think like a charity consignment shop, like maybe run by a church or something where they sell secondhand stuff. That kind of business.
Okay.
If you just walk in, you will see, in fact, a small thing on that shelf where you saw it in your dream. It's dented. The crystalline on it is kind of cracked. So you're not sure what it is. But you know this is definitely the thing, and you feel yourself fascinated by this thing.
Do I get like force vibes from it or whatever, or like?
Yeah, that you're not aware that that's what's happening, but mechanically that is what is happening.
Okay, all right.
You just know.
All right.
I should. I love the meme, Colonel. Thank you. Yeah. So, you got to check it out. There is a Gand working the counter in an apron. There's like a little price tag attached to it. It's 436 credits.
Oh, good morning, I should say. I'll have this triangle here. Any way we can get the price down a little bit from the damage to the crystalline structures on this bad boy? Won't make a very good desk ornament, you know what I'm trying to say?
She roll me a force die. Just a single one. I want to see how she's feeling.
2 black. Probably not a good sign.
It's going to be two red and a purple negotiation.
Okay. 2 red and a purple negotiation.
And you get a setback because she deals with people who are always trying to negotiate on fixed pricing. Yeah.
Fair enough. 2 failures, 3 advantages. Let's see. I did roll 4 white though, so I can potentially turn that into 2 success, 3 advantage. I don't think I have to flip anything because they're white. So yeah, I'll do.
Nope.
So I guess it's 2 success, 3 advantage.
She kind of like scoffs and gives you kind of like you're not sure how this is happening because the Gand, you don't all you see is the eyes. There's an ammonia mask on the face, but you could swear you are seeing this just like the words "whatever" being like pursed from the lips, like in a hair flip. Like you get all this vibe through the force because you can't really see it on the face. And you look down at the register, and it now says 380.
Right, you got yourself a deal.
Okay. You now.
380.
Yep. Cool. Update yourself, and you now have
making this a thing. 'Cause
I was 100% convinced you were just chucking him in the wood chipper.
I thought we were too, and then Chal was like, "Actually, let me have a couple good ideas," and everyone was like, "Oh right,
Well,
And
the thing is,
roles all worked really well.
I was surprised. Silk dared me to write about my character, and so I did. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll actually do that in the game too. So if you haven't read my fanfic,
And rolled well.
Check it out, and that's
Great,
what I did overnight.
awesome."
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there you are.
Yep. Catch back.
Yeah. Sorry.